Think all expensive items make you look elegant? Think again. Some luxury pieces could send the exact opposite message of what you intended. Today, I'm about to reveal which expensive items may subtly work against you and how these can affect your overall look. Stay tuned because the last one on the list is something many people overlook, and it could completely change how you think about high-end fashion. Let's start with something that many of us have fallen into at least once: the temptation to showcase big logos. You've probably seen it on designer bags, shoes, even clothing. Sure, having a designer logo on display used to be a status symbol, but let me tell you, times have changed. Now, when I see someone decked out in items covered in logos, it feels like the focus is more on the brand than the person wearing it. It can come across as attention-seeking or trying too hard. In my own experience, I remember buying this gorgeous bag. It had a big, bold logo across the front. I was in love with it at first, but over time it started to feel like it was wearing me, not the other way around. Whenever I carried it, I felt like the bag was announcing itself before I even walked into the room. That's not the kind of subtle elegance I want to project, especially as I've gotten older. Instead of letting logos do the talking, I'd much rather let the craftsmanship and design speak for themselves. Now, I gravitate toward brands like Celine, Loro Piana, and The Row. They focus on timeless, beautifully made pieces without plastering their logos everywhere. These brands have mastered the art of subtle luxury, and when I carry one of their bags, I feel like the quality of the piece elevates my entire outfit. It's the difference between looking elegant and looking like a walking advertisement. Which side do you want to be on? We've all seen those ripped and distressed jeans on runways and in designer stores. They can look cool on someone in their 20s, but once you hit a certain age, those extreme rips start to send a different message. I once made the mistake of investing in a pair of designer distressed jeans. They were all the rage at the time, and I thought I could make them work. But every time I wore them, I felt like I was trying to recapture a style that no longer fit who I was. Now, don't get me wrong, denim is one of my wardrobe staples, but the kind of denim I prefer today is sleek, dark wash, and free from over-the-top distressing. Tailored, clean denim adds a touch of elegance to even the most casual outfit. And when you pair it with a nice top or blazer, it really pulls everything together in a way that feels elevated. No need for holes and frays to make a statement. So if you're in the market for new jeans, I recommend looking for high-quality, dark wash options. I love brands like AG Jeans and Frame because they offer the perfect balance of comfort, style, and quality without relying on distressed details. Trust me, you'll feel so much more put together in a pair of jeans that fits your body perfectly and doesn't scream trendy. Plus, you can wear them for years without worrying about them going out of style. This next one is personal for me. I used to think that the bigger and bolder the jewelry, the better. I mean, who doesn't love a bit of sparkle? But over the years, I've learned that sometimes less really is more, especially when it comes to accessories. The thing about oversized costume jewelry is that it can quickly go from chic to cheap, especially if it's overly shiny or gaudy. It may catch the eye, but not always for the right reasons. When you're wearing luxury clothes or expensive fabrics, adding too much bling can cheapen the whole look. Instead of complementing the outfit, it becomes the focal point, and not in a good way. I've definitely learned to tone it down since then. These days, I go for pieces that are simple and elegant. A dainty gold chain, a pair of pearl earrings, or even a small, tasteful bracelet can make a much bigger impact than you'd think. Brands like Monica Vinader and Mejuri offer some gorgeous pieces that strike the perfect balance between luxury and understatement. And the best part? You can wear them with almost anything, whether you're dressed up for an event or just running errands. Have you ever bought a piece of jewelry you thought was stunning at first, only to realize later it didn't work with your wardrobe? Let me know in the comments. I'm so curious to hear your stories. Now, overly trendy handbags. They're my favorite accessory, but they can also be a trap. I can't tell you how many times I've splurged on a trendy handbag, only to regret it a few months later. Remember when those tiny micro bags were all the rage? Yeah, I bought one. And while it was fun for a minute, it quickly became impractical and out of style. Trendy handbags can feel fresh in the moment, but they fade just as fast. A trendy bag might catch your eye, but ask yourself, will it still look good next year? Or even next season? Instead of following trends, I've learned to invest in handbags that have lasting appeal. Structured, neutral-colored bags are always a safe bet. Not only are they versatile, but they also look far more expensive than their trendy counterparts. One of my go-to brands for classic handbags is Polène. Their designs are chic, functional, and have that understated elegance we've been talking about. You don't have to break the bank to find a quality bag that elevates your look. And the best part? You'll get way more use out of it since it won't go out of style anytime soon. I've added a list of some great handbag options in the description box below, so be sure to check it out. Let's talk about nails. I've seen it all. Rhinestones, patterns, glitter galore. Don't get me wrong, I love a bit of creativity. But when nail art gets too elaborate, it can end up looking juvenile rather than chic. I once tried an intricate design with gemstones and metallic accents, but the designs don't coordinate with a more mature aesthetic. So these days, I lean toward classic, versatile nail options. Neutral shades, soft pastels, or a sleek French manicure are my go-tos. They work with absolutely everything, from casual outfits to evening wear. If you're tempted to add a pop of color or a small design, go for it, but keep it subtle. Nail art doesn't have to be over the top to feel special. Plus, understated nails have a timeless quality that never really goes out of style. When I keep my nails simple, I feel like I'm allowing my overall style to take center stage, rather than letting my manicure steal the spotlight. Now, this next one might sound controversial, but we need to talk about designer knockoffs. Trust me, I get it. Designer items can be crazy expensive, and it's tempting to go for a cheaper, look-alike version. But no matter how good the knockoff is, there's always something about it that feels off. I've seen this happen time and time again. The material might look okay from a distance, but up close you can always tell. Knockoffs can actually have the opposite effect of what you're going for. Instead of looking chic and stylish, they can make your entire outfit look less refined. It's just not worth it. Even though you may save money in the short term, they won't hold up in the long run. Plus, there's the ethical side of it. Knockoffs undermine the creativity and craftsmanship that goes into original designer pieces. Instead, I recommend looking for high-quality, non-branded pieces, or even exploring vintage options. Vintage shopping is one of my favorite ways to find unique, beautifully made pieces that no one else has. You get the best of both worlds, high-quality craftsmanship and a piece with a story behind it. Plus, it's much more sustainable. And if you enjoyed this video, I know you'll love this next one, where I'm diving into the secret wardrobe staples that every elegant woman over 50 should have. You won't want to miss this one.